Greetings once again from the illustrious studios of the Casa de Single Wide News. Leroy, your humble reporter, at your service. Wonderful stuff going on in the news as usual. Potato Brain Biden has lost 20 million of the COVID-19 vaccines. Of course, he's blaming it on the states. Doesn't know where they are, but, let's put it off on, the states, which he claimed during Trump that Trump should have taken more power over the state. Never mind. Andrew Cuomo, who has now come out that he underestimated the amount of people that he killed by putting COVID positive patients into the nursing homes. It was, instead of roughly 10 million that he killed, it's more like 15 million that he killed, and he's blaming that on the federal government because Democrat. Okay, in other grand news, the mainstay of the story, our illustrious thief-in-chief, Potato Brain Biden, has announced that all of the federal vehicles, including the motorcade for the president, will be all converted to electric vehicles. Hey, sounds clean and green to me. How about you? Well, there's only one major company in the U.S. that makes electric vehicles with any amount of efficiency anyway, and that is the Tesla company. Now, there are other companies that make them, but Tesla can kick out a car that can, do 200 miles without having to be recharged. The rest are about half that, and if you want a full charge, you better park somewhere for the day. You can get a quick bulk charge for in a few hours, but if you want a full charge, you're looking at 12, pretty much minimum. Yeah, that's going to be a nice limitation. But what are these vehicles actually running on? Oh, yeah, we plug them in and they charge up on electricity, but where does the electricity come from? They don't have smoke coming out the tailpipe, but what about the plants that generate the electricity there for the little plug? Well, currently the U.S. electric power sources are 34% natural gas. Of course, since Biden's killing fracking and that kind of stuff, that's likely to go down. 30% coal. So that's likely to go up because the natural gas part of it will go down. 20% nuclear, 7% hydro, 6% wind, 2% biomass, and 3% are all of the other little lean and green things they got going on. That's a small portion of that's actually solar. So essentially, he's going to be making cars, making the federal government people drive cars that run on 50% coal and nuclear. Sounds good, doesn't it? Of course, the Green New Deal people, they hate nuclear. They, of course, hate coal. They really hate natural gas as well. So that leaves about, they don't like hydroelectric either. That, kills some spotted salamander or something. I don't know. They don't like it. That's for sure. So that leaves wind, which those big turbines are killing thousands of birds a year. If you see an eagle, take a picture of it, because they're probably not going to be around very long. They're one of the main birds that are being killed by these big turbines. Bats also at night are being killed by the thousands. Geese. Uh, Anything that flies through the air that is pretty to look at, pretty much getting beat to the ground by these huge turbines. All those people that were telling you how bad the high tension power lines overhead were for your health, they seem to think it's crazy to think that those same high tension power lines running just underground under your feet from these wind turbines aren't causing the same problem. Then you've got all the batteries and that kind of stuff that are short-lived and very, very expensive to properly dispose of. The solar panels are made from coal. They say, oh, it's sand. Well, it's a special kind of quartz sand that Spruce Pine, North Carolina, is about the only place that you can get it without mining quartz and grinding it into sand to make the components for the solar panels. Lots of those rare earth minerals that are mined with slave labor in Africa, China, different places like this. The cheap solar panels from China usually last 5 to 10 years. The high quality solar panels, you can get about 20 years out of them, but they're very expensive to produce, very expensive to dispose of, and I think about the best they're squeezing out of is about 10% efficiency. That's if you've got somebody cleaning the dust off the panels and polishing them frequently and so on and so forth. So as much as I have been a fan of solar my whole adult life, the electric solar panels are not particularly efficient, and I don't think they ever will be, and I'll give you some examples of why I don't think they ever will be. Under Obama, some under Bush, but mostly under Obama, he funded 50 different green energy companies, be it most of them solar, many of them also wind and biomass. I'll read the track record of a few of them, but only because I don't have time to read them all. I don't have that much breath left in me. Let's see. There was Solyndra, one of the most well-known. They got $535 million from the Department of Energy, $25.1 million in tax breaks, went bankrupt in 2011. Abound Solar, $60 million under Bush, $400 million under Obama, $9.2 million in private loans. It went bankrupt in June of 2012. Beacon Power, $25 million from the Department of Energy, a grant. $43 million in Department of Energy loans, went bankrupt in October of 2011. A123 Systems, $390 million from the Recovery Act grant, went bankrupt in October of 2012. AES Eastern Energy, $17.1 million from the Department of Energy, went bankrupt in December of 2011. Ammonex, $15.6 million grant plus a $6 million tax credits, went bankrupt in December 2011. Azure Dynamics got millions in stimulus, $1.7 million in tax credits, went bankrupt in December of 2011. Babbitt and Brown, $178 million in federal stimulus. It was in the federal stimulus wind grant, went bankrupt in March of 2009. Energy One, $118 million Department of Energy stimulus grant, went bankrupt in January 2011. Evergreen Solar Incorporated had millions in stimulus fund grants from the Department of Energy, tax credits, low interest loans, went bankrupt February 2011. Energy Conversion Devices Incorporated / Unisolar, $113 million in stimulus tax credits, went bankrupt February 2011. Conark Technical Incorporated, $20 million in Department of Energy grants, went bankrupt in June of 2012. That's just a few of the 50 different companies that were funded by the Obama administration that all failed. Wasn't our current president, Potato Brain Biden, present for all of that crap? Doesn't he understand that there is no way, we do not have the technology, we're not 100 years from having the technology to replace our current power grid with renewable energy? We're not even close. Billions and billions and billions of dollars have been poured in. All of it failed. It's not profitable. It's not efficient. It doesn't flippin' work. So, they're talking about, oh, we're going to make all the cars electric by 2030. Really? Really? Our power grid's at the limit now. So you're going to take all of the cars and run them off the current power grid? You're not going to have power in your homes, and you're not going to have power for your cars. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, but I can add. It's not going to work. It's pie in the sky. It's mule fritters. It's stupidity. I wish it wasn't, but it is. So, there's where we're sitting at. The gun is aimed just right dead on the bullseye of destruction. And people are clapping their hands. Oh, is he great? He's going to make everything great. We're going to have cars running on nuclear and frickin' coal. Stupids. Anyway, that's the catch up for today. I'm going to keep this one short. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day. Love you, everyone. Please like, share, subscribe, and keep the faith, because the one thing about hitting bottom is it's got to get better from here. Y'all have you a great one. I'll talk to you soon. I promise. Take care. Bye-bye.